So how long does it take to get a trademark registered at the USPTO? Let me just answer the question first. The answer is it generally takes, it's going to take you at least probably 8 months. The fastest I've ever seen it go is 6 months, and then lately they've been taking longer. So it's probably going to be more like a year. It could even be as long as 18 months. Sometimes that's because you want to drag it out, and there's various reasons for that. So let me explain why and how trademark registration actually works. So it doesn't necessarily take a long time to file an application. But filing an application is not the same as getting registered. It's not the kind of thing where you fill out the application, and as long as you filled out the application correctly, you get your trademark, easy peasy. That is not how it works. Trademark registration, from the time you file your application, it goes through processing at the USPTO, where in about 6 to 8 months it will be assigned to an examiner whose job it is to make sure that your trademark qualifies. Your trademark as applied for qualifies for registration, that it actually is being used as a trademark, that your specimen supports the trademark that you're using, that it's not merely descriptive, and all kinds of other legal reasons why it might not qualify. So keep in mind, examiners are people, and this is a process that is done, it's very case by case. So any website or person that you're talking to that claims to be able to get you an instant trademark registration is not telling you the truth. This is not, or at least, maybe it's registering in their own private database or something, I don't know, but it's certainly not going to be what you think, which is USPTO trademark registration. There is no way to get that instantly. I've been doing this over 30 years. There is a process. It does take time. Currently, I just checked, the USPTO is examining applications that were filed at the beginning of December 2024. So that will give you an idea about their processing time and their backlog. Again, beware of any website or person that is promising you that they can register your trademark instantly or very, very quickly. No, it really should be taking about a year. That's just how long it takes if what you're getting is USPTO trademark registration. Beware also if their process involves you filling out a bunch of forms and not talking to a person who cares enough to ask you why it matters to you and what you're trying to get registered and why you're trying to get it registered, because there's a lot of legal strategy that goes into registering, applying to register a trademark and then arguing it all the way through the process. And by the way, the examiner's job is to find ways to push back. Their job is not to rubber stamp and escort your application all the way to registration. Their job is to push back so that you have an opportunity to fight and clarify. And their job is also to make sure that trademarks don't get registered if they are too similar to things that are already registered, or that someone else is in line ahead of you. It is a first come, first served process. When you file, you do get your place in line, which is important because that determines your trademark rights. And so anyone filing after you, your application will block them. So filing is very important. So even though it might take a year, you get some protection from when you file. But again, beware of anyone promising you that they can get your trademark registered faster than a year. It's very unlikely. Certainly faster than 6 months is impossible. The trademark office just doesn't work that way. Anyway, Catherine Cavella, IP Works Law. Hope that was helpful.